on, guys? Welcome to the Bitcoin update. I hope everyone's having a great start of the week. Let's get straight to it. So, Bitcoin, guys, on the mastermind, I did mention that there was going to be a resistance, probably a rejection, right? Most likely a rejection around this daily region here, the daily downtrend. Also, this daily 4-hour downtrend. We also had this 4-hour untested support, and there was rejection, right? There's three candles that hard close below this resistance, that hard close under these downtrends, but eventually it did break out, held the resistance as support now, as you guys can see here, and right now it's holding that 4-hour level, okay? And guys, this is a perfect example, right, guys? So like, I did mention there was gonna be a resistance, possibly, I think I said I was it was like most likely that it would fall, but in this case it didn't, right? And that's when you reevaluate, right? So if you guys remember, I mentioned to always reevaluate. Okay, so if this happens at this resistance, okay, what are the chances of it now testing this 4-hour now, right? Or testing that weekly, right? It decreased now, right? It's decreased because now it's making higher lows, it's making higher highs. It what was once a resistance now is holding support, right? And those are the things you have to reevaluate once it does retest the resistance or test the support, etc. Okay, now let's say in this 4-hour moment, right, there was a direct rejection. Oh my gosh, it's now you have to be more cautious. And then next, it's a hard close. It's a green candle, right? Um, I mentioned, guys, you always want to see hard closes, right? The more hard closes, the better. And a hard close, again, guys, if anyone that's new, are green candles, okay? So if there's a red candle and then I see a green candle close following that red candle, then that's most likely showing momentum on the 1 hour time frame, right, guys? So if we go to the 1 hour time frame, you can see it's slightly making lower lows and higher highs on the 1 hour time frame on a very local level. So leading up to the point where now it's holding the 4-hour resistance as support, okay, and then you evaluate, etc. So right now we're going to make this 4-hour untested dotted now because it is tested. What was once a resistance, now a support. There was a lot of activity here, lots of we had some 4-hour levels here, some another 4-hour level there for anyone that's trading something more local, and then we have these red levels here because these were daily levels. So it makes sense that there was a lot of resistance, a lot of rejection within this area, hence that really long wick. Okay, so let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, there you go. So there's that, right? That last green candle before this downtrend. This is the origin level against this area, right? There is a green candle before this downtrend, but again, always look to the left, guys. Most of the time there's always a level that's associated with the current resistance or support, right? In this case, it's this green candle before this local downtrend. And here, if we go to the 4-hour, again, all of these resistance areas, they're all great sell points, guys. There's no wrong point of selling at this 4-hour level, this daily, or even this 4-hour. It's really, again, up to you and the type of trader you are. Okay, so what do we see here now? Let's delete some levels. We can delete this 4-hour level now because the 4 hours is invalid now. We can keep these daily levels because it's still hard closing below it. We'll keep this 4-hour there because it's still hard close below it. We're gonna move this 4-hour here from here to there. We evolve it further there. Okay, and there. We're gonna keep this daily here. I'll go back to the daily and readjust it, but for now, let's do the 4-hour. Okay. So what we're working with here now. So okay, okay, that's tested. So now we're working with this apex here, okay? So it's starting to test the support, multiple times now, right? It's not really what you want to see on a local time frame. So in this case, you want to reevaluate, right? This support, it's been tested numerous times. As if it's going to respect this downtrend, it's going to reach this apex, which is going to happen in a few days on the 10th or so around that time frame. However, if this breaks, ultimately we can delete this. Ultimately, we can see it fall down to the next respective support, which would be on this 4-hour level here, untested. Okay, so that is what's going to happen on the 4-hour time frame. So again, reevaluate, strategize. This is 4-hour support. It's been tested numerous times. Okay, I get it. If it tests it more often and it continues to make lower lows, it chances are that it will break below, right? Whereas if it starts to, find accumulation back here and slowly make higher lows and higher highs, and then you can, have, strategize and reevaluate that, okay, it's actually looking pretty good on the 1 hour. There may be a chance of it breaking out. So I'll make sure I keep you guys updated as it gets closer to that apex. So let's see, go to the daily. We're going to readjust this daily level now. All right, remove this from here and to there. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to the 4 hour and see where that's looking like. Okay, very close again, very closely related here. So heavy rejection here. So yeah, really not, we only have to updated a few levels. We extended some trend lines. Let's see if we can actually make some 4 hour levels here for anyone that's interested in something, much more local. Uh, here, there, and there. Okay, eh, I wouldn't really use this as like an apex as a trade. Just as more so just as confirmation that it's entering accumulation because you want it to move sideways, right? And AKA accumulation. So, yeah, we'll see how that plays out. We have this 4 hour macro downtrend. So obviously, if it starts to break down here, guys, most likely this uptrend's also going to break. And what happens when we lose uptrends? There's pretty volatile moves in the respective time frame. In this case, down to that 4 hour. So that is the case on the 4 hour time frame. Um, and yeah, really no sense of really trading on the daily yet because it's really not much you can work with. So you're really working with on the 4 hour and 1 hour time frame. So yeah, with that in mind, guys, this will probably be a good time to actually start looking at altcoins now because Bitcoin is finding relief. There's some relief. It's entering in local accumulation. So hopefully some of these altcoins that we'll go over is actually, also in local accumulation. And, that'll give you an opportunity to start, strategizing, maybe dollar cost averaging, slightly into whatever coins you really want to get into. But yeah, we'll get into that in the altcoin update. So I'll see you guys there. Bye.